The Drop is a movie that a lot of people tend to forget Tom Hardy was even in, because when people talk about Tom Hardy, they think Warrior, they think Inception, they think The Dark Knight Rises. They never talk about The Drop. The Drop is one of my favorite films Tom Hardy has done, and I think it's one of his best performances. This movie is absolutely outstanding. Emily is fantastic in Sicario as an FBI agent trying to track down a cartel. Drive is a really good crime drama, and Ryan Gosling gives one of his best performances. The Town is one of my favorite crime dramas. Ben Affleck and Jeremy Renner both give the best performances of their entire careers. And if I'm being honest, Jeremy Renner is the standout performance of this entire movie. Rebecca Hall was excellent. Blake Lively does well in her role. Jon Hamm is terrific. The movie is really well shot. The depiction of Boston in this movie felt dirty, gritty, and nasty. The action scenes were very intense, and I was on the edge of my seat. I love The Town. This is one of my favorite films of all time, and this is one of the best films from the year 2010. Taken is one of my favorite action films. Liam Neeson is fantastic as Brian Mills, and it's not just his performance that's good. Brian Mills as a character is very relatable and sympathetic. Out of all the action roles I've seen Liam Neeson do, this is his best one by far. Famke Janssen does a good job as Lenore. Maggie Grace is good as Kim. Leland Orser is good as Sam. The action scenes are very well done. They're very white knuckle and intense. The movie also has a great mix of tension and suspense. I was constantly on edge. And how can I go without mentioning the phone call scene is super iconic. I love Taken. This is one of my favorite films of all time, and it's Liam Neeson's best action movie. Mystic River is a phenomenal movie. Sean Penn and Tim Robbins both give outstanding performances. Collateral is an intense thrill ride, and I love watching this movie. Zodiac is one of the best films from the year 2007. Jake Gyllenhaal is fantastic in this movie. Robert Downey Jr. is excellent as Paul Avery. Mark Ruffalo is terrific in this movie, and in my opinion, this is my favorite performance from him. The movie is very well shot and flawlessly directed by David Fincher. This movie also does a really good job of capturing the time period it's set in. Despite this movie being almost 3 hours long, I gotta be honest, I never felt the length at all. No Country for Old Men is by far my favorite film of the year 2007. This film is so well made by the Coen brothers. The movie is intense from start to finish. I was constantly on the edge of my seat. Josh Brolin, in my opinion, gives his best performance. Javier Bardem's performance as Anton Sugar was a standout. He was absolutely terrifying, and Javier Bardem definitely deserved his Oscar. This movie also fully deserved the Best Picture win. The Departed is Martin Scorsese's best movie without a doubt. Leonardo DiCaprio is fantastic in this movie, and this is his best performance ever. Matt Damon's really good. Mark Wahlberg, though, phenomenal. He did an excellent job in this movie, and this is his best performance.